Hey there, so today we're going to look at some of the cinemassacre truth misconceptions and discuss exactly what the fuck goes on in there, you know. A lot of people label that subreddit as a toxic hating group, when most of us were and still are fans of Cinemassacre. Like, it's the only place you can really criticise him without receiving a ton of backlash. James is like the Mr. Rogers of YouTube, so anytime you say anything bad about him or criticise anything that he's done, you just get a ton of shit, so yeah. Yeah, sometimes it goes over the top, but there's still great discussion in there, memes, facts, in-jokes, you know, it's fucking funny. It's a funny place, man. And because of how Cinemassacre has been ran in the last decade or so, there's a lot of users, including myself, that are getting more enjoyment of how shoddy AVGN is. Like, James's Bimmy-isms have become more funnier than his nerd character. Like him thinking he speaks to Spielberg online, him buying another car just because his iPod won't work with his current car, and all that shit. So if you've ever felt like something wasn't right with Cinemassacre and wondered where you could talk about it without getting shut down, this video is for you. And I'll be reacting to some of the boring grocery bullshit comments that get thrown at them. I'm not ambassador for the subreddit, but I am a duke. So yeah, this is my take. Anyway, let's look at some of the comments. So I'll be checking YouTube, Reddit, and a few other places just to get a broad range of where this shit is coming from. And let's see if I can argue against it. These are just my thoughts. I'm not the most intelligent guy, as you can hear, and the most eloquent speaker, but yeah, let's give it a go. Anyway, so this one's from YouTube. It's from that fucking Lady Emily video that's just an hour of shit. What amazes me is how many people really have a problem with James going bald. He is aging. People. It happens. It actually adds to the AVGN. So I'm kind of on the fence on this one. It is a bit jarring that James like to see old AVGN and then new AVGN. I just think the fact that it looks a bit unkept, but it's up to him. But, you know, people are going to critique you, man. You're on camera. And just tidy it up a bit. Or you add it into AVGN, like you're pulling out the hair because all these games, these shitty games, man. All these shitty games are making you frustrated, so you're yanking it out. And I think that could you could throw that in there somewhere. Otherwise, yeah, you're going to get people that comment that. Although, it doesn't really bother me. Some people say shave it all off, but do what you want with it, I guess. You can embrace it, or you just embrace it by shaving it, or embracing it just by leaving it there. Even if AVGN and Cinemassacre had a drop in quality, James Rolfe is still a nice guy that stayed mostly free from controversy. You don't have to like the new episodes, but there's no reason to actually hate James. Yeah, I agree with you. He is a nice guy, but he's a bit of an imbecile. And the humour comes in us finding his weird quirks. You know, nobody actually hates James, and if they do, it's on them. If they hate him, they might have a reason. I can't give you a reason for hating James, and I'd say for most of the truthers, it's probably the same. They just find him fucking entertaining because he's put tripods to the ceiling. He's talking to Spielberg. He does all this weird shit that's just entertaining, man. Apologise for what? Being a filmmaker? This is when I see these comments mentioned quite a lot. Honestly, Redditors getting mad at someone for having a wife and kids is so funny and accurate. Hey dude, I agree with you. Reddit fucking sucks, man. And I only use Reddit for legal sports streaming and Cinemassacre truth. But I don't know who's getting mad at him for having a wife and kids. That's just a shitty take, man. James uses his wife and kids as an excuse. Oh, I can't do this, I got a wife. Oh, I can't do this, my kids. That's his daytime job. Like, we've all got daytime jobs. I'm not married to her, but I've got a long-term partner, and I've got my kids. And I don't use that as an excuse, you know. James just... watch his videos, man. The amount of times he says the word time. Oh, I can't do this. Time. I could fucking put a whole maybe an hour or two of just time montage from James. Right to the time where he was like a 13, 14-year-old, whatever age he was uploading videos, he always uses the word time. The guy's bad at time management. That's the core issue here. Also, you should actually see what he spends his time on. Instead of doing like creative stuff, he's drilling holes into top 80s wood. He's tying himself up and getting mad that onions falling from his mouth. He does the most monotonous stuff. And his lack of self-awareness is just the cherry on top. Like, I can't really do this justice. Watch the Red Cow video on it. You know, I am bumming them right now because they've done a top video. But check that out if you really want to know what he actually does in his spare time. Imagine blaming a guy for not making enough internet videos because he's with kids. That's not really our arguments. We're just saying it's poor quality. Just like he reviews shitty games, we're reviewing shitty videos, and we're just making it heard. Nobody's blaming him for spending time with his family at all. Like, you clicked on this video because you were interested in the cinemassacre truth and why the criticism's there. That's why. If you put out an unsubstantial product, you're gonna get this criticism like this. So yeah, let's move on to the next one. When you're a parent, you start living more for other people than just yourself. Yeah, no shit. Fucking idiot. Yeah, you got to provide for your family, so technically you should work hard. Let's see the comments to this one. Yeah, dude, Bluebird Sigma, totally understand you, and therefore you prioritise your day job to provide. Guess what James's day job is? Past 3 years since having a child, basically kissed my hobbies goodbye. I get a couple hours a day to program if I really want to, and lucky, however, usually exhausted. Yeah, okay, yeah, that's your hobby. But like Bluebird said here, for the last time, Cinemassacre is not James's hobby; it's his job. Yeah, it's his job. It's not like we're asking him to do anything extra. You know, this is his daytime job. Like, just imagine if I went inside a restaurant and I ordered a burger. And I got the burger, and there's a piece of shit in there, a pig's penis, just a bunch of ugly, bad stuff in there. And I went to the chef, you fucked up my burger. And he goes to me, hold on, I've got kids, and I've got a wife, what do you expect? And I'd be like, oh, okay, I guess I shouldn't expect some sort of standard from you, because you have those things. Sorry, I'll just eat this pig's cock right in front of you, and I just go for it. But I just don't think it's a great argument. When you make something poor, or when you're being critiqued, I just don't think you can go, well, I've got my kids. And James isn't making that argument, actually. To be fair, it's his fans. So anyway, I was gonna do a little bit more, but I just can't be arsed. Anyway, that's my quick take on some comments. Thanks for watching, guys.